Wake up with us, it's time to rise and shine. Morning mayhem's on the air, we're feeling fine. We got a motto, Tomlin and Mama Manning too. Bringing you the latest, there's nothing we can't do. Morning mayhem, it's a wild ride. Sports news and the daily updates, we're on your side. Special guests and interviews galore. We're taking over Woodland Regional, we're knocking down the door.
Good morning, Woodland, and welcome to today, the end of the week, the glorious Friday, April.
Wait, what?
Because I was thinking
What?
What were you thinking?
February. I was actually thinking of February of when the last time there was a blizzard, because it was 31 degrees this morning, and I was scraping some ice off my windshield, and I'm like, what, did we have a blizzard one time in April? The blizzard is 79, but that was in February, wasn't it?
That was February.
That's where my head was at.
To shake your heads.
I shouldn't be having that thought in April. There's no reason for it, but it should go up to about at least, I don't know, 38 today. I don't know what the temperature is going to go up to. 50,
50s.
60? I don't know. But it is indeed a Friday, and it is a special Friday because we do have a visiting crew coming in to talk about our principal and his pursuit of the Principal of the Year award. So there's going to be a visiting committee, and that's going to put advisory at the end of the day. So schedules are going to change. I believe the first two blocks of the day will be basically the same. Lunch is going to change because it's going to be a little earlier, and then advisory will be at 1:30 to 1:50. 1:30 to 1:50. Going on today, we have the end of the supply drive. So if you have any other paper goods, cleaning supplies, pet supplies, don't forget to turn those in. The advisory that brings the most in is going to win the donut party.
They will have cleaned up.
They will.
It's too early for your puns.
Come on, I thought it was February.
They're
I
laughing.
can't handle that jokes right now. Nominate student leaders on the bulletin board. Today is the last day to do that, to participate in leadership activities and donate to the supplies drive. I believe that is wrapping up at 1:50 as well. Congratulations to Woodlands AMC 10 to 12 math competition winners. First place was Ava Lodadio and Liam Maricchio. Second place was Charlie Hughes. Third place was Abby Bunk.
Woohoo!
And there you go. Excellent.
Thank you.
I'm glad you hired all those people to clap. Don't forget, Guys and Dolls coming up May 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Tickets are still on sale. Look for that online ticketing purchase. And senior projects are going to be due on Monday. It is presentation day. So you don't want to wake up on Monday, your head pops off the pillow, and you're like, oh, no, today's the day I should have done my senior project, and then try to put something together on the bus ride in. Hopefully, if you've already done your senior project and it's done and ready, especially for presentations. Yeah, and especially if it's an internship. Can't do that all in one day. Don't forget to charge your Chromebooks every day and listen to us at 7 a.m. or thereabouts. Today's day of history, we have a big one. I don't know if you guys remember this one. The Chernobyl.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes. The Chernobyl accident happened on April 26th. I'm just looking for the date right here. 1986. So I was a junior in high school. And it was also not in 1986, but it was the release of Marvel's Avengers Endgame, one of the best Marvel movies that was out there, 2019.
And you were still in high school.
And I said today,
I was teaching already.
in February.
But you were still in high school.
Jet Li, I don't know how old he turns, but it was his birthday today, 1963. And Kevin James, if you know him from King of Queens, his birthday's today as well. It is National Kids and Pets Day, so if you're raising both, this is your day to celebrate both of them.
These are all made up.
And National Pretzel Day. National Pretzel Day. Now, I don't know what kind of pretzels you like. Any preferences to pretzels?
Yes.
Yes?
Sure.
I like the big soft pretzels you can break off and eat. Or
The kind you get in the streets of New York.
New York
the
City's
kind you get in the
pretzels are the
streets of New
best.
York. See,
Those
that's
are-
what I
those are
will get
amazing.
off a truck. I'm not necessarily a mystery meat
Oh,
guy off the trucks,
stop
but
it. Stop teasing me.
the big pretzel with a little I don't know, like the mustard on it. It's good.
I was
It's
going to
delicious.
say
Yeah.
mustard or cheese.
And those
Plain.
Hanovers, those
Plain.
big buckets of Hanover pretzels, the honey wheat. I don't know.
Honey wheat's good.
Honey wheat is delicious. Over the sports desk with Mama Manning.
All right. Good morning. Good morning. We have scores from yesterday. Boys tennis romped Watertown 4-1.
Romp, that's a new verb for them.
They-
If you
yeah, they did.
That's nice.
Today we have boys baseball against Kennedy away 3:30. Boys tennis faces Kennedy home at 3:30. That's a doubleheader. Girls softball plays Kennedy at home 3:30. Saturday boys have a game for baseball at Wolcott 11 o'clock in the morning. That's away. And next week, Thursday, boys baseball
Oh, that's a big
is
preview.
playing St. Joe's
All right.
at Duncan Park in Hartford, home of the Yard Goats.
Oh, nice.
3:30 game.
Wow.
If you are interested in the fan bus, see me today. Sign up in my room, 235.
They're playing on the big field.
They're playing on the big field. They're the big boys.
All right.
See me for the fan bus. Got to do it today.
Okay. Does everybody else know that we're going to have to put out an announcement? And
Yes.
all right.
I took care of that.
All right. Is that it?
That's it.
All right. And that's the sports with Mama Manning. Over to the news desk with Tomlin.
Morning. Couple top stories to start your day. First off, let me open all these stories.
That's what I was like. You know what? I bet you thought it was February.
Yeah, no. I was over here still looking up news stories. I'm like, oh, she's ending fast.
I don't know. Friday came up quick.
It did. All right, so as some universities negotiate with pro-Palestinian protesters, others quickly called the police. This comes in the heel of multiple arrests across the country at various universities, including USC. I believe they are canceling their graduation ceremonies and shifting them because of continued protests. Egypt sends delegation to Israel in its latest effort to broker a ceasefire deal between Israel and Hamas. Moving over to TikTok, for those of you unaware, TikTok is already partially banned or fully banned in 19 additional countries. So the U.S. ban that is imminent within a year is more on the extreme side. However, we are catching up to some of the other countries. Most of the 19 countries have TikTok banned from official government devices. The United States only just recently issued that order that all government devices have TikTok deleted from it.
Unless it gets sold to an American company and then it can still operate.
It will still operate. However, our government employees will no longer be able to use TikTok on their devices. Although, I mean, if it does get sold, I mean, there's always the possibility that the United States backtracks on that and allows you to use your government-issued device to TikTok, tickety. I don't know.
I guess you talk.
I don't know what it is. U.S. expected to provide $6 billion to fund long-term weapon contract for Ukraine, according to U.S. officials. This comes on the heel of the United States approving a multi-billion-dollar deal to supplement or to send money to Ukraine, Israel, Palestine, and Taiwan. 17 states challenged federal rules entitling workers to accommodations. Tennessee lawmakers okay bill penalizing adults who help minors receive gender-affirming care. USC cancels their graduation.
This is a handful this morning.
I know. I'm sorry.
This
That's all
is
sad news
this is
stories.
like
Happy news. Come
Cat
on.
whiskey
No,
from
no.
Make it up
Tree
if
or
you have to.
something.
No,
I don't know.
fine. I won't mention Boeing's financial woes continue while families of crash victims urge U.S. to prosecute the company. I will end, however, saying last night was the first day of the NFL draft,
I
Yes.
did
and
see that.
I'm
Thank you.
okay with what the Packers did.
All right.
There
What
you
did- What
go.
did they take?
Offensive lineman.
I didn't stay up that late.
We got a
Because the
wide
Dolphins-
receiver.
Dolphins were 21st round, 21st in the first round. And I'm
I
like,
just
ah,
checked social media this morning.
Oh.
I didn't stay up.
All right.
There's the news.
And that's the news with Tomlin. This morning, our special guests are from the Woodland softball team. Good morning.
Woohoo.
Morning.
All right. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves around the horn? Go ahead.
I'm Julia.
I'm Lucia.
I'm Bree.
I'm Ella.
And how you guys been doing this year?
Good. I mean, we're 9-2. We had a couple of setbacks, but other than that, we're coming back, and I think we're doing well.
Well, I believe that after what you've done over the past 2 years, is there any additional pressure coming into this year?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There's definitely pressure, but as our assistant coach, he always tells us that pressure is a privilege, and we've been taught that. So we have to learn to try to put the pressure aside and just play how we know how to play.
Coach Peach.
Yeah.
Coach Pete. He's
Coach Pete.
awesome.
All right.
Yeah.
So have you set any goals or earmarked any plans for this year?
Before
Yeah.
the season starts, our coach always says first we need to win our first game, and then our first goal is to win the division and then win the NVL, and then look at states. So we have to go like step by step.
And keep it all into perspective.
Right.
Now, you have a lot of newcomers to the team as well, because every year you cycle some people out. How's that been helping as everybody's been fitting into the program?
So I mean, we have some like fantastic freshmen that closer to my mic. Okay, we have some fantastic freshmen this year. I mean, Angie Tottenham, great. Ayla DiCrescenzo, fantastic. And I think all of our freshmen definitely help. I mean, with practice and stuff, we have base runners, we have extra hands helping. I mean, everybody's just on point, and it's great having so many people.
And they're all open to learn new skills and be coached. And I think the biggest challenge, though, is probably building up their confidence to teach them that they're good enough, even though they're a freshman.
Because it's hard for them coming onto such a big team and then having to step up like the way they are. And even if they're not starting, they're on the sidelines cheering, keeping us all hype. So,
Well, and again, that's I think the point I was making too is that you guys have been there before.
right.
So
Yeah.
to get some of these new athletes in, to make sure that they're ready for that, what it is to play Woodland softball, that's important. It's good leadership to invite them in. Who are those practice players? Those unheard, those unsung voices that are there every day that might not get onto the diamond during a game that help out? Who are some of them?
Definitely Sophia DiGennaro, Angie Tottenham. Ayla usually starts in our 9, but she's definitely a big help. Lily.
Callie.
Yeah.
Maya.
Maya
Maya.
Jaren, she got
Oh,
put
yeah.
into a position that she's never played before, but she was so open to learning it, and she's been getting better every day.
Now, do you guys have any rituals before you step to the plate?
Like personal?
Yes. Like, is there anyone when you're getting up there to bat? Because I know there's a lot of superstition. I had a certain way that I had to touch the batter's box with the end of the bat to make sure that I was ready to go, and then I had to like scuff a little bit, and then I would dig in.
Well,
I had to do it every single time before the ball was thrown. Do you have anything the guys set when you get?
well, before me and Julia go out into the field, we always do our handshake. That's a big thing we do. Yeah.
I'd say when I step into the batter's box, I don't know. I just don't really think, because if I think, I'm just not going to perform well. So I don't know. I step in, I swing my bat a couple of times, and then my mind's clear, and then I just hit.
Yeah, I do this weird thing. I have to smooth out the dirt, and then
Okay.
I kick back, and then I take my bat and I rotate to the pitcher, and then that's my.
Yeah.
I take a practice swing, and then I'll twirl my bat in my hands, and then I'll tap the plate.
Yeah.
Now, do you have any pregame rituals that gets you set for that? Because we all know that's what's the hallmark of winning the NVL and getting a state title is superstition. Dan Hurley
Pre-game, we
just
always
won.
listen to music. Like even on the bus, we're getting hype. But a big thing for our team, I feel like, and it's been like that since our freshman year. We always, or a lot of the girls have a white monster. So I don't know if you've had that before, but it's like
No.
white monster can. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Julia
It's
and
the
I.
sugar-free ones. And I
Yeah.
remember my freshman year, a girl brought extra before our senior game. She's like, anyone want one? And then ever since then, I just
Yeah.
got them before games.
Because we have nails on our dugout that
And we
come
s-
through, and we stick them on top of it.
So it's like monster cans
Yeah.
hanging from the top of our dugout.
I love it.
I'll say we're gonna need a photo of that.
I want that.
So White Monster is like sugar-free monster, the
Mhm.
monster drink.
Mhm.
Gotcha. Okay.
Also, another thing, I feel like we always do each other's hair.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
We'll be hitting at the cage, and if they're done, someone will either do bubbles, which they do a bunch of bands in their hair, or we wear pink ribbon for Coach Letty, so we'll do each other's ribbon.
And that's like a superstition too. Like if I'm not
Yeah.
wearing the pink ribbon, maybe I'll play that. Like so, we always make sure we have it.
What's been one of the best plays that you guys have had this year?
Best plays. Actually,
plays, yeah.
we had a bunt, but they popped it up, and Bree came in out of nowhere. I looked over there, and she's on the ground, dived. She caught it. I was like, oh my gosh, like it was crazy.
There we go. All right.
And then she turned
And then I turned a double play
Yeah,
at
double
one.
play.
Oh, all right.
Wow.
That's real
Wow.
clapping right there.
Thanks.
And actually, yesterday, Caitlin Braun, she had a line drive right back up the middle. She caught it like a really good catch, and then picked the runner off at first too.
All
Double
right.
play.
That's what I'm talking about.
Well, you guys wrap up the runs. I report the scores, and there are a
Yeah.
lot of runs that I report. So who are the heavy hitters?
I'd say our top 4. So everyone's
I'd
standing
say
right
top
here.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But throughout the lineup, we really all do our job. I mean, even if we don't have a good first inning, like if me, Julia, who's our third hitter,
Me.
Bree, if we don't get around, our lineup usually pulls through.
We don't really have any holes in the lineup, which is really nice.
Yeah.
You don't happen to be standing in batting order, perchance, do you? Just do it
No.
naturally. Okay, just asking.
Julia would be right here. And
Yeah.
then we'd be in the batting order.
All right, just wondering on that. So you do actually run up a lot of runs. So when you're in those games, what do you do to stay focused too, to make sure that you're staying on top of that and staying sharp all the way through?
I mean, in practice, we usually hit all the time. Like today, I have last block study, so we're going to hit up early before the game. So honestly, it's not hard to hit well during the game, just because we get so many reps in with Coach Letty and Coach Pete.
I also think the biggest thing during those games is to focus on things you need to work on, because those are the types of games you need to do it. And especially in weeks like this where we have like 4 games a week, we have to use those games as practice.
Yeah.
If you had to go back and give your freshman self, the first time you entered the team, advice, what would that advice be to that girl from long ago?
Mine would definitely be a confidence thing. Like I came onto a
Yeah.
team, whole bunch of like strong girls. I started off hitting, and I was like obviously nervous because I was a freshman in the starting 9. So I think that I would just tell myself to be more confident and believe in myself.
I would say the same thing. Confidence.
Yeah, definitely confident.
Yep.
Well, if there's anything that we know about this team, it definitely has confidence, and you're going to have big things go on again this season, ladies. All the luck in the world, all the skill in the world as you finish out the season. Thank you for coming on this morning. And on behalf of the show, she's Mama Manning. He's Tomlin. I'm Amato. It's not February. Good morning, Woodland.
So wild ride. Sports news and the daily updates, we're on your side. Special guests and interviews galore. We're taking over Woodland Regional. We're knocking down the door.
Every morning at 7 a.m.
Check us out on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram too. We're streaming on Spotify. We're reaching out to you. Join the Morning Mayhem crew.
Knocking down the door.